I just flat have no map memory. I can't seem to turn it on off. Nothing's happening. Huh, did a recent update break map memory? Because that would really suck. Toggle map memory, yeah. Still there's a hotkey. It's just not doing nothing. Oh. See? What the hell? what the hell? It's twice tonight so far. I've been hitting keys. They didn't do anything right, and then all of a sudden they started working. Alright. It is a mystery. I wish I could tell you. I hit the same key multiple times. First several times it did nothing, and then all of a sudden it started working again. Not the first time this evening that has happened. Maybe my keyboard is getting wacky on me. Alright, I think time dilation is going to be one of those tough ones to install. $29%. Ooh. I'm still waiting for the mega crit fail death. It's gonna happen. We've had some pretty good luck about these things so far. No, another success. Yeesh. Alright, now we can do bullet time. So, we're not tired because we just took a nap. It's very dark out. I don't like traveling in the dark. What does it do? It's Neo bullet time. It slows down time. Everything else in the game world moves slow, but I still get to move my normal or fast speed. And depending on how much power you feed into it, it's been a really long time since I've actually had it and used it, especially after all the nerfs that occurred. But I mean, it's 50 kJ to activate. I've only got 450 kJ, but the more power you put into it when it activates, last time I used it, it burned your entire power pool. And the more power you put into it, basically you were granted free turns based on the power you put into it. So you would get like 200 actions before anything else would get an action. And then once you used up all the free actions that it gives you, time returned to normal and the enemies and you would be moving like normal again. But basically it freezes time. Here, I'll actually bring up the description on it. Oops. No, Vorm, the other key. So, at the cost of all stored bionic power, you may increase your body speed and reactions dramatically, essentially freezing time. You're still delicate, however, and violent or rapid movements may damage you due to friction. So... It's one of those get out of jail free CBMs. You get yourself into a really nasty situation, you can pop that. For example, if you find yourself in the line of fire of a 50 caliber turret and you haven't gotten killed yet, you can pop this and go hide around a corner before the turret can activate or something like that. It's got a lot of uses, but it's a massive power. I mean, it takes all your power. So... yeah, it's total super sci-fi tech. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed over to Aftershock without too much more time going by. They'll get to it eventually. The Nerf Fairy hasn't visited it yet. Alright, let's have some drink, have some spam. We are satisfied and slaked. I'm still underweight. I still gotta keep trying to tank up on high-calorie food, but I'm not finding all that much, so with the limitations of how much your belly can hold, it's proving a little harder for me to get my weight back. Might have to resort to the raw fat diet, which I think they made some changes to that, which is fine. Alright, so I want to pass time. It's already 3 a.m. Oh, we only got 3 hours. I got almost nothing left to read. What do we got? I think Fab. Getting Fab to 10. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll turn on the dome light, crouch, and do some reading till the sun comes up. Okay, let's get moving again. Don't over-exaggerate it too much. They have a specific design document and vision that they're working towards, so... Like all science fiction, fantasy, and so on, you pick your divergence from reality, and then you pretend everything else is realistic as you can possibly make it, with the accepted divergence. So if you want to say zombies exist, fine. Zombies exist. Now take it from there and treat the rest of the world like a real world. Cataclysm developed a bad habit of just kitchen sinking just crazy amounts of everything. Fantasy, sci-fi, futuristic, horror. It was everything to all people, and that's what they're trying to move away from. So I'm fine with it. Change is good. Constant development is good. Whoops, going the wrong way. Where it gets a little rough is because of the nature of the development of the game and the volunteer basis. They can't just make all the changes at once and wipe their hands of it and call it clean. They have to remove little pieces and parts here and there as time goes by, so it opens them up constantly to criticisms of, well, you removed that. What about this other super stupid thing? How come that's still in game? Well, because nobody had time to do it. Nobody wanted to do it. So, that's the criticism that always annoys me the most. People like to throw that one out there, not understanding or not caring that it's just the way the game is developed. People volunteer to work on what they want to work on. So it's going to take quite a while for them to pare out all the stuff that is counter to the current vision of the game. Okay. How we doing on gas? We're down to 29. Eastward we go. Another Miko body site. Which kind? Nope. This is just sports. Camping site. This could be many things. Nothing I care about, though. Unless I want to get out and test the the railgun. Alright, north or east? First one to say in chat, that's the direction I go. North it is. Which, oh, refugee center. You picked poorly. You picked poorly. We're not going to visit the refugee center. So east it is. Beehive. I got no particular use for a beehive. I assume bees are mutant meat. I think. Pretty sure they're mutant meat now. Alright, here's another opportunity. Redeem yourself, north or south. Choose the form of Gozer the Gozerian. South it is. And we're on the edge of a town. Which I could have gotten to this way as well. Mill surplus, couple garages. Nowhere that gets me up in the air. Well, finding the necropolis and me feeling like I'm ready to go into the necropolis are not the same thing. I was hoping I could cut through diagonally here, but it's looking like... No, not gonna make it, so I'm gonna have to go sliding through town. The real trick to sliding through town in a vehicle like this is just not picking up hitchhikers. Knowing how to move well enough to avoid hitchhikers. So, pure forest north. Don't need subways. Electronic stores, if they're the fancy ones with CBMs in the front, maybe. Don't need the fire station. I see no grocery stores or laundromats, which are places I can get maps from. We're going to be going right through the middle of this entire damn town if we don't get stopped by a roadblock. Yeah, this town kind of sucks. No recycling center, so we don't get maps in the paper section of the recycling center also. Let's go... Let's see. I think I'm going to go that way. Take this road. That way I have an option. Might be able to get out that way as well. I try to avoid going through the middle of the nameplate if I can. Tends to be a little crowded. I'd rather not smash a dissolute devourer with my vehicle. Alright, anything interesting? Not really. And again, other than one pharmacy, which we haven't used a drug in I don't know how long, so I'm not feeling a huge need to go raid pharmacies. Would have been nice to drive past the front of the electronics stores to see what they had. But the chances they're going to have a CBM at this stage that I want in an electronics store are pretty small. So let's just... Yeah, let's just keep going south. Yet another SWAT truck. And another Humvee. Okay, that's how you carefully traverse a city in a Humvee. We should check the status of the Humvee. I've done quite a bit of smashing into things just to see where we're at. Hey Humvee, how you doing? Repair? Yeah, good thing I stopped. I had a few things need repairing. Oh, that's right. It's going to ask me to repair with my integrated tool set. Turn it off. Will it not bother me? No damaged parts. Oh, that is so ridiculous. So we had one space on the front where apparently we damaged the frame and the part and the armor, and that was it. Otherwise, it's still 100%. Oh, these vehicles are so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Okay, more traveling. Can you spawn in an Acropolis? No, you cannot. Mounted gun has been damaged. I don't have a gunsmith repair kit or a firearm repair kit to get it fixed up yet. Let's go south this time. I will choose the form of my own destruction this time. Prison, other than a minor likelihood of a lab entrance, not much reason to go there. Would be a little interesting to test out my directional EMP to see how it works range-wise. 40 by 46 millimeters sitting over there by the prison. That's kind of funny. It's another ID or science site. Ooh, exciting. 4 ID cards and a weather reader. Wield, railgun, fire, turn on UPS, fire. So I'm at 258 KJ. I got a 50-50 with a precise at 300 movement points. Sure. Vaporized them, and that put me to... So it is 5 KJ, 5 kilojoules per shot. Alright, so we tried that out. Let's go ahead and turn it back off now. No need to kill these guys with with that particular weapon. Inventory here, please. Yeah, it's pretty cool. What damage was it doing? 54, 55, 75, 92. Not bad. Bit high on the action point cost for a precise shot, but... Alright, I'll leave it in the spot. Actually, we'll reload it first. Then I'll leave it over here. Got any electric guns yet? What do you mean by electric guns? You mean lasers? I hate the laser guns. Hate them. Always hated them. Never bother picking them up. Too little bang for the buck. Just never liked them. Little pew-pews. And the road keeps going at least. Arm spam. And that's the end of this road. Wonder how many we have in the barn this time. Nah, we're not taking any damage on my backpack anymore. I just don't need to accumulate as much leather like I used to. Vegetable salad, huh? Already got 2 thermoelectric outfits. I don't think there's much left I can look for that's going to be of interest to me in these houses like this. It's just habit for me to go look. BBs, chainsaw. Yeah. Pine nuts, pine nuts! So many pine nuts. Not really. Go get me 1,000,000 pounds of wheat, make flatbread for the next 6 months. Nah, we're out of here. No point. Okay, well, we ran out of road, unless I go back up that way. Let's go straight out. Everything is default. Completely default vanilla game world. I didn't change a thing. Well, that's not quite true. After we started, I turned off Z levels because they were driving me insane, as they always do when we were inside the lab and I was trying to read and do stuff like that. But otherwise, completely default game world. So yes, default city size, city spaces, all that stuff. Oh, there's a corner of a road down there. No mods, completely default game world settings. Oh, it's the free pristine luxury RV. Do I care about anything in the free pristine luxury RV? Diesel, water, full storage battery. Do I want another one? I guess if I ever installed a laser cannon on the Humvee, I would want more batteries, but... Can you even install laser cannons anymore, or was that part of vehicle additions? I forget. And of course, lots of leather seats, which I don't really need anymore. So if you're not aware, campgrounds are one of the places that have an opportunity for a completely pristine vehicle. In this case, the luxury RV. It's always in this location. It's always a bit of fun to get out of here, depending on what map tile is over on this side, because you've either got to take trees out here to drive out into an open tile, or you got to take out trees here and make sure the sides are clear, and then carefully back it out and then pull it forward to get out again. It's a little bit of a fun puzzle trying to get your luxury RV out of here. But it can be done. I've done it many times. But I just don't think we need anything. Storage, the pristine storage battery is about the only thing that's calling out to me. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it. It's easy enough for me to get storage batteries, lots of other places. I can't think of a short-term use for it anyway. Okay, here we go again. North-south, somebody call it. Oh, well. I should have looked, I guess, before I said to call it. Yeah. South it is. South is the wise choice. So that should mean there's a town nearby, right? These evac shelters sitting out here? I don't usually see them all by themselves. Usually they're in some proximity of a town. Yep. Another construction spot. Ooh, this is looking like a pretty good size one. Antique store. What would I care about in an antique store anymore? We got a mono blade, so I don't need any of the weaponry. We're in light survivor gear, so I don't need any of the armor. I've already got the petrified eye to get into the strange temple. Yeah, it's a pretty good sized city. Where did all the grocery stores go? They're all in these other cities. Ambulance. Acid zombies. Lots of libraries / bookstores. Do we have a Twin City situation? Finally a helicopter, but it's a teeny tiny one. I want my Osprey full of bio-operators, damn it! Uh-oh. Minigun's broke, so probably not going to have ammo. Oh, that minigun's not broke. Alright, we'll pop out real quick, see if it's got a belt of ammo. Because you know I'm going to use lots and lots of 308. Only 311 more. Unload. Nope. That's the easy way to get to 308. Find yourself a helicopter, wreck with a minigun. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized place. Marlboro. Still no apartment tower on the outer edge. Wedged in by force on every side, probably forcing me to go right through the middle. I don't think every church has a bell tower, does it? I haven't investigated churches to see if there's multiple designs. There is a church I know for sure that does have a bell tower. You're correct there. But I thought there were multiple church designs, and not all of them have the bell tower. So, forest. Gardens. Still not seeing any buildings. It would be nice to finally get a hold of a gun repair kit, which I'm going to have to find gun stores, the Gunsmith gun store, to get a hold of that. What's the significance of the bell tower? Height. If I can get up on multiple Z levels up in the air, then I can get a huge view of the area my map will uncover for me. So church steeples or bell towers will do it, apartment towers will do it, anything that's got multiple levels that go vertical. Radio tower is what I really want to find, but we haven't seen one recently yet. So I'm also still not seeing much in the way of grocery stores or laundries that can typically have maps. What time is it? 7 a.m. Still early. I'm going to drive north a bit, see where this road goes for a little bit. I might then spin around and we'll come mess with this town. But for now, let's go north. Couple of survivors hanging out in the cabin or in the desolate barn. North again. Oh, or not. Riot control platform with some zombies. That means it should be out of ammo, but once again, I'm not seeing ammo on the ground. Are the riot control platforms ignoring zombies now? Because the zombies are trying to hit it. They should be shooting it, but it's not. Saving its ammo for a poor unsuspecting player to wander by. Take a beanbag. Yeah, they should be shooting back, but they're not. I think there's something has been... I don't know if it's intentionally changed or not, but those platforms should be firing their limited ammo at those zombies. Pretty sure if I had gotten close, they would have shot me. And another good-sized town. Slime pit to the east. What were all these good-sized towns earlier when I was looking for them? Still nothing I care to interact with. This looks like it's gonna strangle me down to forest areas as well. That's funny. Just that far off of Kirby. Alright, I assume this is acid ants. Yep. This is not good. I have no way of breaking out to this area. We've got an acid ant hill right here. So this entire area is going to be infested. And if I pick up an acid ant hitchhiker, it could be problematic. We're going to have to back out of here. Oh, we got bees as well. And cockroaches. Man. Not a nice area. Okay, so yeah, I don't like that at all. I want to know what's here. So I think we'll flip around, go find out what's at that endpoint, and we might have to go back south. Moose. Yeah, just another farm, of course. Can't find a lab for nothing. another 10. Oop, well, we can get a little bit of a view off of the silo. Come on, right now. So here's what I mean by the height advantage. So right now, I can only see the area I was close to, and that was open terrain. So down in the forest area, I can only see this far currently. I got some binoculars in my inventory, or a telescope. I got a survivor telescope, same as binoculars effectively. We're going to climb this silo. Unfortunately, it only goes 3 levels up. It's not the highest thing. Radio tower is the best, but now we've uncovered this mapped area. So if we bring it down as view level or 2, that's how far we can see, just by climbing a couple of levels up a silo. So that's a sprawling town there. Another anthill right there. And we don't have a way to get to it short of driving all the way through the middle of it, so I don't like that choice. Big old river cutting us off. Yet another fungal bloom. Another evac, so there's going to be another town right over here. We have to go right through the middle of Naples in order to get to the bridge. That would be a bit of an adventure. And it's solid forest all the way down to that other city we were looking at. So yeah, this kind of sucks. We're penned in pretty good. I would have to backtrack quite a ways to get to areas that I haven't explored. Back that direction. I don't want to backtrack when I got limited fuel. This would be quite a long drive, though. We'd be okay to about here, then it gets dicey. You have to come all the way down, and either across right through the nameplate, which is bad, and across, right across the bridge, or all the way to here and across and up and across. It's a long trip through a city, which could get nasty. And again, not too many things I would want to visit in there. Or it's back out, diagonally back up. Way up here. This was the refugee center, right? I think that was the refugee center. Let's go for it. What the heck? Why not? Let's eat that battery. Yum yum. Alright, so we're back up to 2,000. That's enough. I haven't used my metabolic, which is great. Repair. Alright, let's take a trip through town. Going straight south for quite a ways. I'm going to take the southern route is my preference. So we're just going to go straight south to that intersection and come across and then try to head up and across the road that way. For whatever reason we can't, then we'll try to bail by going... Hopefully there's a road going out the south. There may not be. Well, we'll see what happens. Mostly I'm watching the mini-map combined with, of course, what's directly in front of me. Uh-oh. Alright, bit of a slalom here. Biggest trick to this is knowing what speed you need to go to make certain turns. To line up angles. Looking pretty clear now. Let's go down the side one. It's my intersection right here. I think I can squeeze through there. If I get on that angle right there. Whoops! Oh crap, I was supposed to go north. Stop! Reverse! Stop! Forward! Alright, ambulance. Oh, that's not what I need. I don't need one of these right at the end of the run. That's the kind of wreck I was worried about. One of those right across a critical road spot. It would completely block me from proceeding. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Oh, all this way. Damn it. Oh, man. Well, that sucks a lot. They're putting a lot of these on the bridges nowadays. This is like the third, fourth one we've seen. Now there's a minefield. This is a minefield. As these signs indicate. So, no, we're not ramming through that. It could be gotten around eventually, but man, would that be a lot of time and effort. You'd have to clear the minefield, clear the sandbags, clear the boxes, scoot through, and that doesn't... There's another block, I believe, further along. There's probably more stuff we'd have to get rid of. Grenades, sappy vests. That is disconcerting. I was not hoping for that. No other bridges in sight. I could. I just can't really be bothered to make the vehicle amphibious. I just don't care enough. It's an infinite world. I just go some other direction usually. I don't have a particular reason to cross the bridge. We're just traveling to travel right now, so were there like some critical quest component or some mandatory thing I had to go across the bridge for? Maybe. But no, not in this circumstance. So, it's either back out the way we came, or see if there's a road going south from here. I don't like being bordered by the river. Constrains my movement quite a bit. We're definitely not going through that. So, let's start working our way back out again. Another SWAT truck. Ugh. If I wasn't constrained by gas, I wouldn't care, but it's the... You can't refill the vehicle gas tank thing that's my biggest worry. $24 already. Oh, it's just a broken thing in experimental builds right now. You know, just a big piece of fun like we usually have in experimental. Oh, there's the metalworking craft store. Ooh. So far, I haven't bothered to do a forge or any of the metalworking stuff because we've got a mono blade, so I didn't really need a forge to do weaponry or anything. Do I care? Is there anything I would make? So this, if you're not familiar, is the metalworking craft store. You can get crucibles, you can get metal chisels. The only thing you can't get in there, which is weird to me, is an anvil. So they work metal in there, but there's no anvil. So, as far as I know, there's nowhere in the game where you can loot an anvil. I don't think it's a lootable item anywhere, which is a little weird. A little hard to pick up too. I guess maybe that's it. Maybe they're just ridiculously hard to pick up. But I mean, you craft one, you can move it. So I don't know. But yeah, so you can get some good metalworking stuff in there. So if you're trying to do so, look for these little blue S's for the craft shops and hope that you got a metalworking craft shop. You think you found one once? Nah, you think wrong. Pretty sure you're wrong. Crucibles, yes. Metalworking chisels, yes. But I could be incorrect. They could be stupid hella rare, but I've looked at quite a few of those places, and I've teleported around test worlds checking their loot, and I've never once seen an anvil in one. Don't believe I care about any of these things. No books. We're basically done with books. Time to go back to the west. We can turn anytime. Alright, let's turn. Take a different route out. Yet another SWAT truck. So many SWAT trucks this run. So many. So there you go. That's the answer to the question on why I like Humvees so much. They're just stupid durable and nimble and small enough to fit through pretty crowded city streets. Do like my Humvees. And they're just big enough to carry all my tools and all my gear. Come on, Osprey. That's a bit of a crowd. Hunting knives. Volleyball book. Alright. Not have any problem finding body sites. I just can't find helicopters. I don't think I've seen a single Osprey this entire game so far. Zombie Necro Boomer. Alright, so we can't go south. It started on day 61, so we're on day 88, so 27 days. On default settings, so we're not seeing too much in the way of evolution yet. We're trying to find interesting places to get into trouble. I can't find any interesting places. I hate it when my runs devolve into just me driving around for hours and nothing happening. It drives me nuts when that happens. RNG just sticks its thumb in my eye and starts grinding away. That's no fun for you, Vorm. Find an apartment tower and show those off? Exactly how is showing off an apartment tower? A tall building with lots of food. There's a lava field. Well, yeah, I don't go there because it's it's just stupid easy, but it doesn't have anything I need. If it had something I needed, maybe. The towers are the crazy newer enemies. I'm not sure which one you mean. Wizard's Tower? I'm not running Magicalism, so I can't do a Wizard's Tower. Oh, we still need lots of CBMs and high-tech gear and things. There's still things I would like to come across. I'd like to... Oh, that's right. I can't make it through that corner. I'd like to get... I'd like to get an RM13 combat armor. I haven't worn one of those in forever. I'd like to get a phase immersion suit. There's lots of quote-unquote special locations I'd like to take a look at. Nah, the banks don't have anything anymore. They looted the banks. They've only got a couple of items now. And I've already gotten the items that they have. If I remember right. Gone are the days of going after banks. I have a map of the subway? Even if I had a map, we would have driven away from the mapped area long ago. Quad Migo! Love running into this early game. Oh, that's quite the player killer. Yeah, there was a Migo encampment or Migo tower nearby. Yeah, right there. Good old Migo encampment. Hey there, Under Radar. Welcome to Vorm Drives Until He Runs Out of Gas. That's kind of weird looking. What the hell is that? Really? What the hell is that? That's the house. Well, we got to check that out. I've never seen that before. It's not part of the house tile. It's in the forest tile separate from the house. Oh, I will. I'll take the jackhammer. Oh yeah, damn it. I always forget to put that thing away first. Come on. Wouldn't take 3 attempts to get the jackhammer. Can't drill there. wonder if I can just smash them down. Take out the metal wall at least. Hmm. What? Holy crapola. Huh. Alright. I have never seen this before. So, it's an access to the subway, huh? Level 4 subway, which is the Interlab subway, I believe? Because the regular subway is on... Let's see, how's it work again? It's level 2 for the sewers? Or is all the subways on 4? I think it's 2 for the sewers and 4 for any of the subways. That's just machinery back behind me. That's no control panels. No control panels. It's just machinery. Yeah, that's what I remembered, is sewers. I thought sewers were 2, but sewers 1, subway 2, lab subway 4. Yeah, alright. I knew lab subway was 4. Well, that gives us an option. I'd rather know where the subway's at, or the lab's at. Likely there's going to be a lab underneath one of these houses. Unless this subway goes for quite a ways in either direction. Got an intersection. Nope, it's a crossover. Oh, that's the end point. Lovely. Watch, it'll just be a dead-end tunnel that goes like 100 yards in each direction. So now it only goes south. Where the hell would it connect to south? All the way down to a lab underneath that city? Save mode on. Ah. Zombie soldier. Alright, we shouldn't have a problem with a soldier.